Hi, it's Michelle, your holistic health coach, and as you can see, it's a wonderful, wonderful day here in Michigan, and I'm hoping that it's the same in your world. I wanted to just share a conversation I had today, and it was with a really good friend of mine, and I was trying to kind of survey her about my coaching business. And I had asked her, I had posed the question to her, what would it take for you to decide to participate or reach out for help to someone like myself, a health coach, and just trying to get some insight. And so it started a conversation about things that I hear from so many that I talk to, and particularly women. And it was about how it's things that they're experiencing, pain that they're in, not living the best life, feeling their best. Why is that okay? Why is it okay for me to just be satisfied with less than? And so I kind of laugh because as I'm talking to her, I just get so excited and so animated. And I'm on the phone with her, and I told her at one point, I said, I'm pacing the living room. I'm so excited about sharing this stuff. And she kind of laughed. And I have to say, I've had my friends and family who, they've experienced this, this passion and this excitement for what I've learned. And, and I have to apologize because I know they put up with it, and I really appreciate that. But I was talking to her about, we've had this message our lives, really. We've had this message that as we age, there's this impression of decline, that, that's something to expect. We're just supposed to kind of roll with that, whether it was a message that we received as children with, aging grandparents, aging parents, if it's society, which is a big one, and if it's healthcare providers, because I know, my dad's 89 years old, and he's had his share of ups and downs, and I know he's gotten frustrated when he goes to the doctor, and the doctor says, well, you're in your 80s, some of this you have to expect. And so, I just wanted to talk to you because there's been so much new research done, and we're learning so much about, that whole statement of, well, my mom had this, so I guess that's just, my lot in life. My dad had it, my grandparents had it. So, this condition is just something that, my family has. And though you might have a genetic predisposition to that, there's new research now that's saying that that doesn't mean that you're going to have the condition. That doesn't mean it's going to be active for you. Because they're finding out that you might have a genetic marker for, condition A, condition B, condition C. You might have a genetic marker for it, but it is actually something that triggers that makes that active. It's not automatically active all the time. And of course, we've had so many changes in our environment, in our food supply, in our lifestyle, the stress that everybody's under, in our lifestyles now, that all factors into that. And so, I'm talking to her, and I'm just like pacing the living room, and I just get so excited because you can change it. You can change it for you. It's not, because your mother had this. My mother had a stroke. That doesn't mean I'm going to have a stroke. Now, the healthcare industry might tell me that I'm more predisposed to having a stroke. I might have a higher risk than somebody whose parent does not have a history of stroke. But I can change that with my with my diet, with my activity, with my lifestyle, with how I deal with stress. I can manipulate that. That does not have to be my future. And so I really just want to share that message. If you're sitting and you're feeling that, you know, well, I guess, and this is one of the messages we talked about, is particularly with women, and with women who get into that 40, 50, you know, change of life, menopausal, premenopausal, postmenopausal, you know, stage of life. And you put on a few pounds. And it's like, well, I guess, you know, that's just what to expect. I've put on a few pounds. You know, they say that's what happens. There's hormonal fluctuations, there's imbalances. And so, you know, this is just what I'll have to carry around, even though you don't feel good. That does not have to be the case. Because look around you. If that was the case, every 40, 50, 60-year-old woman would be carrying that same weight. And they're not. So what's different for them? What's different for them? And what's different for them can be different for you. And that's just my message. My message is one of hope. One of hope. Hey, Jody! One of hope that you can make it different for you. There's ways to do that. And so, anyway, I get excited. I get excited about the new, you know, the new stuff that that is out there, and we're learning new stuff all the time. And so, you know, please embrace that, you know, the message of hope that I bring to you. Anyway, as always, I love your comments. I love and appreciate that you're spending time with me. Again, I'll remind you that I am starting another 3-month coaching one-on-one program that starts October 2nd. So I'm taking, you know, applications for the first step, which is a complimentary health discovery session with me, and I'm scheduling those for next week, even, you know, the rest of this week. I mean, I can squeeze in if you're interested in getting started on October 2nd. And I'm excited because it gives everybody a jump on the new year, because it's a 12-week program, and, you know, that takes you right in before the holidays, and you gotta jump. You gotta jump on, you know, resolutions if you are one who does resolutions. If not, you just have a jump on starting 2018 feeling a lot better than possibly you do right now. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Again, comments, questions, please, please. I appreciate them all. So enjoy the rest of the day. Take care.